Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I'm coming along. I've filmed this once, believe it or not, and I normally upload them straight away, but I thought I'd done it, and so I deleted it, and so I've got to do it all over again. But look, it's this beautiful, beautiful wallet. It's held on with Velcro, and this is optional. You can put a tuck spot in there if you want. I've left them in there so you could either write who it's to if you're giving it away as a gift. But it's a great little gift card holder. It holds our note cards and envelopes as well. So you could possibly even put a set of cards in there for somebody if you wanted to. They fit in there, 1 or 2, maybe 3 and a push. I'm going to make these slightly wider, so I've cut these a little bit bigger. But yeah, it holds money, gift card vouchers, blah, blah, blah. You can get coupons that people save and give us gift cards as well. So I'm going to show you how I made this one. It's so cute. Now I used the papers from the Stamperia, which was the Make-A-Wish, but they were Christmas papers, so I chose papers that weren't so Christmassy, if you know what I mean. So this is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I'm not going to round the corners because I made a bit of a boo-boo on there. And I'm going to use thinner cardstock this time instead of the thick Whisper Whites, hoping I can bend those over at the right spot and then wrap them around. So we'll do that in a minute. So I'll show you what you need, and this is what you're going to need. This is thick, I put Whisper White, but it's not, it's thick cardstock. So I'm using white again, so you're 1 at 5.5 by 11 and 2 at 5.5 by 1. And then this is cardstock. Oh, I haven't done the layers for the DSP. So this is cardstock and this is DSP over this side. You're going to need 2 at 5 3/8 by 7/8. And then you'll need 2 at 5 1/4 by 3/4. And then you're going to need 1 at 5 1/4 by 3 3/4, 1 at 5 1/4 by 3.5. Yes, is it 3.5? Oh, I hope I've cut it to 3.5 now. No, I might have, I haven't. They're the middle pieces, are they? No, I've cut them to 3 5/8. They should actually be 3.5, so I can trim that down in a minute. Or are they the wrong ones? Wait there now. Because one is slightly smaller than the other. Right, that's for that one. That's for that one. No, I've cut it right, I think. So what's that one? Three 5/8. And that one's 3 and what? It's the same. Oh, I'm getting a bit confused now. That fits on there lovely though. The DSP is 3 5/8, and the cardstock is 3 3/4. Oh yeah, 3 3/4 by 3 5/8. Made a boo-boo of that, haven't I? And then 1 at 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. There we go, we got there in the end. So there you go. I'll hold it up a little bit higher, and then you're going to need some really thin white cardstock, 2 at 3 1/4 by 5. So you pause, that is 3 5/8 and 3 3/4. Ooh, we get there in the end. So I've already attached all my handles and rounded off the corners on both. I'm going to leave them flat at the back on the other one. So cardstock, we're going to fetch these up, and a scoreboard. So on the long one, literally we're going to score this at, now let me think, 4 and 8. Oops, I went off there. And then we're going to take the tiniest little slither off there. And then these two pieces just going to score on the long side every ½ an inch. So we need 2 of those. Again, so you're going to do ½ an inch, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and 4.5. We need 2 of those. And that's all the scoring. Now you've got 4 inches, 4 inches, and 3 inches. On the 3-inch section, you're going to round your corners off. And I'm just going to take the tiniest little slither, because when we fold these, that is going to get trapped. So I'm just taking the tiniest little slither off, and I mean tiny, literally about a 1/16 of an eighth. And then when we fold this over, it doesn't interrupt with our score line there. So that's the shape of our gorgeous little wallet. Now I'm only having layers on the outside. I'm not having layers on the in. So now is my DSP going to fit? So these are my 3-inch pieces. Don't worry, it's the paper's on the right way. So maybe I should have cut them. It's only for the inside, so I'm going to keep that and round the corners. And then that is going to go on there. Perfect. So don't put anything together yet until you've put all your pieces on. Love this therapeutic. Maybe I should have cut the second lot of DSP to the size of my layering cardstock, but it's only on the inside. This is just for pure decoration. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some strips left over. Do you know, I hate that when your nails break and you can't pick things up. Oops. So I've got these are the strips left over from one sheet of DSP. I could literally add that on there, or I might add this piece and then use it as a tuck spot and just glue down 3 sides. Don't suppose it matters which way round it goes. And these are those papers I had, Oriental Garden, absolutely stunning. So match that up, come to the score line but don't go over it, and then just let that just adhere down. And then we've got ourselves another little tuck spot area. Cute. So this one then, it needs rounding for the outside. And this is a bonus page really, because this is the cover. So that is going to go on there and layered up on there. Absolutely stunning. And I think the layering with the, I could have done it with black cardstock and then use red as a layer. That would look nice as well. Oh, because the papers have got predominantly red and black. Absolutely stunning papers. So this is going on here. Absolutely gorgeous. Make great presents and craft fair ideas. Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Nice little tuck spot. Beautiful. The reason I haven't put the layers on the inside because it's going to be a bulky card, so I don't really want too much bulk. Ah, there it is. So this piece is the one where we took off a little piece. So let's put, I want to test my pattern out. So it's that one. That's going on there. It should go on there really. And then this one is the wider one. That one's going on there. Oh, love it. So beautiful. Yeah, Stamperia have started putting paper in on the inside covers. The older pads, you just had literally the 10 sheets, and then the covers were plain, but they've started to add patterns, so you're getting bonus papers. And they come in rather useful when you're adding little projects like this, because you're not taking away from the 10 sheets that you ordered. Stunning. I wish I'd have done them the other way round, but we won't see that. You'll only see it if you open the purse right out. So I'm going to put that on that way. Nice and straight. And then this piece is going on the bottom. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. You could use magnets if you wanted to instead of the Velcro. But the Velcro I think is cute. See, when that's going to be the back, this is going to be the front. So now we're going to test that pattern to see which way round we want it. So if I do it that way round. Oh no, I like it the other way, so I'm going to have it that way. I did something very similar to this a while back with a tuck-in flap at the bottom, where I had a flap coming down and it slit it in the bottom of there. But I put cards in that one, but this one I'm just leaving it as a little gift card holder or a voucher holder. So now we can pick our pattern for the inside. That piece is going down here. Love it. And I'm gonna have it right towards the top end, so the pattern is closer to the top, leaving me a little bit, because nobody's going to see that bit. Well, he will, but then you won't notice by the time we put the sides in. But that is just absolutely phenomenal papers. Beautiful. Gorgeous. And then that pattern is following on that. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Oh, that is so pretty. Nice little tuck spot. Let's pen at the end. on this a second. Let's make a little tag to go in there. That's so sweet. And now for these, you just want to concertina these. Hence the reason I've used thinner cardstock, because they're flexible. Perfect. So if you look one way, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 slots. If you look this way, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those edges, the loose ones, they should go in and point inwards. That way you've got more space. So what I do, I put it to the bottom of the designer series paper and down the side. Don't want it right along the edge, because sometimes they can poke out. So on the edge at the bottom of the DSP, and run it down the side, and then when that gets glued on there, you got, it's tucked away, you can't, it's not protruding outwards. So let's do the same on this one. Gonna burn it. I mean, if you didn't want so many slots, then you could basically just take it down to 4 inches. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots this way. So you could do some little cards and envelopes if you wanted. But then if you're bulking it out, I suggest then that you add an extra 1/2 inch onto your cardstock and score at 4 1/4, 4 and then 4 1/4, and then 8 and 8 1/4. Then you've got the extra space for bulk. So don't forget those little flaps go on the inside, again along the bottom of the DSP and down the sides. So when we close this up, it's not protruding too far out. And then you've got that nice little wallet. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I love it. So let's get these glued in now. I'm gonna have to do the 2 together. So I just take my thumbs, press them down and flip that over. Give that a little tuck, and then just give that a good little burnish. On that one I only did 4 inches, and I'd put them on the outside, so I've only got 3 slots. But if you'd have turned them round, you'd have had 4 slots, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inside. So I always put the single flaps pointing inwards. That way you get more space. So there's our little, absolutely gorgeous, love it. So I've got my Velcro dots, and these are self-adhesive, and I'm just going to place it roughly in the middle, and then that will stay shut. Absolutely gorgeous, I love it. I've got some more metal work here which I'm going to have on my flaps. And on there, absolutely beautiful. And then this gorgeous little, it's like a flower on the centre. And I've got a little flower actually. I don't know whether to add that or not. We'll let you know. We'll add those at the end. So now let's mark these. Ugh. So you want to come over the edge a little bit, but not too much. I'd say about 1/4 inch. And then about 1/4 inch in as well, and then just fold them over. Trying to keep it straight though, Gaynor would help. So I'm keeping that where it is, and I'm going to glue this section first. I used really thick cardstock on the other and had to cut it off because it was too thick and it wouldn't open and close properly. So got that nice and straight. Give that a good pressing down. You have to be really careful that it doesn't crack. And then I think that's perfect. And then we can just add glue on there. Don't go all the way to the end because it's hanging over the edge. And then keep this as straight as possible. The paper's started to crack there. So what I'm going to do, just going to get a little tiny dot of glue on the edge because this dries clear. Try and flatten it down as best I can. Isn't that gorgeous? But this was the colour of the bottom of the paper, so I thought instead of having the paper the same, just use the red off the bottom to contrast the colours. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, about 1/4 of an inch in, and try and keep it the same distance. So let's check that one. That is about 3/8, just over, in between the 3/8 and the 1/4. And that's a little bit longer, just a fraction. So hold it, bend it over. Looks pretty level to me. Let me, I'm just going to do a little mark because I don't want it lopsided at the back. So let's see. If I put that there, oh, that's perfect. I don't want to come to that edge. Straighten it up. Pretty good to me. Add the glue. Perfect. Just going to adhere that down. They look pretty much the same. I'm going to manipulate that again now it's glued on. It looks a little bit lopsided actually. Oh no, I can't do it. But what I can do is just gently crease it over, like it's splitting my card. Oh no, don't split, please. Maybe I should have cut, look, it's splitting it. Maybe I should have cut them off like I did on that one. That way it opens it right out. I think this one is just going to interfere. Yeah, look, see, I can't, look, I'm going to snip them off. And I'm going to snip that one off, and with a very neat hand if I can, because I certainly don't want it looking, and then I can just snip across the top and level that out. Better. Same with this one. I knew I should have just cut them off. Cut from behind. Making that level. So I'm going to do the same with this one now. Turn it over. Keeping that level. And then what I'm going to do, I'll measure this one and trim that off. So I want my little purse to open. So that is, it's bang on level now, so I know if I have that on there, I got to come all the way to the top. Perfect. Because we don't want it to crack and break, do we? Because of the layers as well. So about 1/4 of an inch in. Perfect. Check now, that looks pretty good to me. We've got a little bit of pokey tool. Just got a little tiny bit of rough there. So what I'm going to do is just grab my rubber, get rid of that eraser. Just a bit of glue on the top. That's good, pretty good to me. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. Pokey tool can go away. And then we can get those attached on there. Absolutely gorgeous. And on there as well, just to give them some extra decoration. Do you know what? I'm going to give these away in the card sketch giveaway. Not this month, because I've got the prizes for this month. Next month, how's that? Mind you, it'll be in this month, yes, because I film in advance. I keep forgetting what day it is. So I'm just going to pop that right on the end. Don't worry about the glue, it will dry clear. And it doesn't take long to go off. You know me, I will always scrape away till I can't see any glue. I'm impatient, see. That one's on. I mean, if you want to get your hot glue gun out, you can, but it does stay stuck down with the art glitter glue. So if you've got art glitter glue, then you're sorted. Try and keep your pattern straight. Got a big blodge on the end. Oh, unhandled. There we go. That one's on. Now it's just this one. There's a, oh, that's the way. They don't take long to go off. No matter what you say. There we go, look, they're not coming off. Absolutely gorgeous, I love it. Just trying to think now. What could we put inside there? Let me have a look. So there's our Make-A-Wish one. This one is our Oriental garden one. Absolutely gorgeous. Just love it. Oh, look how wide that one opens up. Oh, that definitely get these in there now. And if you put them in between the slots, they fit all the way down. Yeah, you could make some beautiful note cards. So I'm doing a box album at the minute. So I'm with these papers, and if there's anything left, I'm going to make some beautiful little gift cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'll probably put 4 in because I don't want it to be too bulky. But there we go. There's that gorgeous, gorgeous little wallet. I love it. I should really do some circles on the back to just level that off. And you could do whatever you wanted on the back. I think that looks neat. Beautiful, actually. So I'm going to pop one of those gorgeous labels in. I'm going to just let me see the width. Maybe this one. It looks a little bit more. Let's have a punch these out. Oh, that's cute. Would that fit in there? Maybe one the other side as well. I mean, you can stamp a message on there if you want to. It's entirely up to you. It's your purse. Or you can just say, leave it blank. Let's get those glued in. So I'm just going to take it to the edge of the paper and to the top of there and add one on the other side. But then again, are we taking away from that gorgeous, gorgeous? Maybe I just slot some of those in there for other people to use. And a gorgeous little banner. I think that is absolutely stunning. Look at the inside, absolutely beautiful. Held on with the metal work. Patterning is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Perfect. So there are my 2 little purses, and if you in America you call them wallets. Our purses are called purses. You call your purse handbag. We call your purse handbags. So I'm confusing myself. I hope you enjoyed. I'd love a thumbs up, a share. Please don't forget to press subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and the little bell straight away. That way you'll be notified of all future videos. Come back tomorrow and see what I make tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.